Good morning, everybody. Welcome, a big welcome, and an apology, but a welcome to day 3 on the West Highland Way. The apology, well, yesterday I messed up royally with my video recordings. I ran out of power right around noonish. And we had rain, a lot of rain in the afternoon. It was on and off rain. It would rain for 20-30 minutes, stop for 10, rain for 20, stop for 10. So I never actually got the opportunity to do a lot of afternoon recordings. Whew, dark along here and wet. But anyhow, oh, we have a road. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, I didn't get a lot of recording done yesterday, day 2. Which, by the way, I had mentioned earlier, was a big day, a very big day. And it was, because once again, and we do this every year, it was Jasper's birthday. Oh yeah, comment below if you know how old Jasper was yesterday. Well, he is today too. How old am I? What was my birthday yesterday? Comment below if you want to take a guess. So, last night, I stayed at the hostel that we just saw. But again, when I got there, I was tired, I was wet. I sat and relaxed for maybe an hour. And then I took this really amazing hot shower they had. It was really good. And made some food, chit-chatted with a hiker from France and a hiker from Australia. There was 3 of us in room number 4. They have different numbered rooms, and we were in number 4. It was excellent. Everything's expensive, for sure. The one night in the hostel was £32. Anyhow, I have got to figure out where I am and where the trail is. So stand by and I will get back to you. I got to turn the app on and see where I am. Okay, so first off, we are on trail. That is the trail. That is north, and that is where I'm going. Only been walking a few minutes from the hostel, and we came to a honesty box. So they've got some things in here that certainly interest me. So we're going to get 1 or 2 items. So we're going to get a banana, and we're going to take 2 apples. So we're going to take that items, we're going to put them, actually, we're going to put them here. These are the items, 2 apples and a banana. Now, we have, whoops, sorry about that, guys. I stuck in the lock of the door. Cash in here, I'll use code please. Okay, so I don't know what the code is, but I'm going to try to take hold of you, and I'm going to put cash in the box. Wow, look what they have. They have got all kinds of good stuff. I mean, they've got cookies, they've got muffins, and it's all like fresh baked stuff. But what interested me the most, oh, boiled eggs too. They've got boiled eggs. That's amazing. But I was interested in the fruit. So I got 2 apples and a banana. And that was perfect. So. I am loving the honesty boxes. Little tuck shops set up perfect. Okay. Let's get the backpack back on. Yeah. Just take a look. I don't know what you can see. Oh, it says 68 miles. Oh, look. Right down there, if you can see that, 68 miles to Fort Williams. That's how far we got to go. We got 4 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Looks like the home is over there, hills behind. Okay, let's get to it. The sign on the post says West Highland Way. Alrighty, and I guess we're going the right way. About half a mile, maybe a mile ago, we left the kind of controlled tenting slash camping area. And now again, it's a wild camp permitted anywhere without permit. This is typical right here of just a wild camp spot. Little fire pits and so on. But you could actually get several tents nestled in this little spot. And it's perfect. I mean, not the flattest in all areas, but for instance, right here would be absolutely wonderful. And look at the views you have of Loch Lomond and the hills. Just mountains. Oh, look at that. Isn't that something else? In fact, I don't know if you can see, I think the trees are in the way, but there's bigger mountains to the north. In the Highlands, as you can see. Anyhow, these are numerous and plentiful along the West Highland Way. So for me, this is day 3, as you know. On the first night, I stayed at the Dryman camping / tenting area. So that was a commercial tenting ground. That cost 12 English pounds. They have electricity for charging, a little kind of tuck shop for snacks and so on. You could buy butane gas there, showers, washrooms, a big kind of barn building with numerous picnic tables throughout to sit, a communal kind of kitchen and dishwashing kind of station. Lots of things, well worth the 12 English pounds for sure. Last night I elected to the hostel that we talked about. Now that was really a nice hostel, and the bunks, beautiful. 6 bunks to a room, unless you got a private or semi-private room. Or they also had, I think, family rooms with 4 bunks that were private for that family, whatever. And that cost 32 English pounds. But again, the showers were wonderful. Hot water and powerful showers, lots of water. Very nice, beautiful location. Very friendly and helpful staff, by the way. I'm going to look up the name and just type it in, because it's pretty much right on trail. You're going to go right by it, basically. So it's very, very short detour. I'm talking just 2 or 3 minute detour. I can't think of the name. Begins with an R, Roa Darman, Nam, or something like, I don't know. But I will write it below, because I do recommend it. A communal kitchen that was very well stocked. Gas stoves, toasters, microwave ovens, refrigeration for storing food. Some people are there for a few days, and it's on an absolutely gorgeous spot on Loch Lomond. Plus they have a ferry service. There's a little water taxi that goes around, and a sightseeing kind of charter boat that goes around, and just, well, look, they call it a lake cruise or a loch cruise. And yeah, definitely the kind of place where you can just come and spend 2 or 3 days and relax at a reasonable price, if that's what a person's doing. Because for 32 pounds, it's actually, on Scottish, English, UK standards, inexpensive to get away for a few days up here. again in a gorgeous location and at a usually discounted price over your average hotel rooms. Anyhow, I was surprised, by the way, how many people at the lodge were not hiking the actual trail. I mean, several were, but there was several people that were not particularly hiking the trail, just going there for a few days of R&R. So yeah, it's a perfect location. Okay, let's just keep pushing on this amazing trail. Trail through this forest, just kind of pushed inland a little bit from Loch Lomond, and this is a beautiful kind of moss covered. Just take a look at all this. There's remnants right there of some kind of a time gone by building. By the way, there's a bothy very near here, although I don't think I'm going to be taking a look or stopping there. But take a look here. This is definitely the remnants of something. Time gone by. Walls, what's left of the ruins. More along here. Yeah, some kind of a settlement maybe. Back in the day, I don't know when. Just imagine what could have been here and when it could have been here. Yeah, wow. But definitely ruins from a time gone by. The trail right now, well, it has picked up as far as being more challenging is concerned since day one. So when you kind of get to Loch Lomond, once you up and over Connick Hill, through the town of Balmar, village of Balmar, after that, it starts to get a little bit more challenging, a little bit rocky, a little bit climby, this kind of thing. Scrambly in spots. Right now, it's a beautiful piece of trail. Gorgeous. Okay. Now I'm told, and I don't know for sure, but somebody mentioned that there's a big climb today somewhere ahead of me, and they say it's the kind of climb that goes on forever. Well, I don't know about that. Oh, in fact, there is the bothy, right there. Should we go take a peek at the bothy? It's right there. Let's just take a moment and go take a little peek at the bothy. So, there was indeed people in the bothy making their breakfast. I didn't film due to privacy. There might be people still getting ready, getting dressed, whatever. But it was quite an interesting bothy. I've seen bothies before in the Lake District, Cumbrian Mountains. I've had breaks. I've never spent overnight in a bothy, but I have taken my breaks, lunch breaks, and so on in bothies. The Dobbs bothy, and I think the Wurnscale bothy, in all around Buddermere area in the Lake District. Yeah. In fact, both of those bothies were on the hike to Haystacks, when I was summiting Haystacks mountain in, again, which overlooks Buddermere. Beautiful hike and beautiful views. And also, you go past where, oh my goodness, I think it's Wainwright, where his ashes were kind of laid upon the trail in that area, and in a tarn, and it said, if you hike through here and you get a little bit of grit in your shoe, treat it with the greatest of respect, because it could be Alfred Wainwright. So, for those that don't know, Alfred Wainwright was basically an English trailblazer, essentially. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's keep going. Now here's something interesting. I've seen this many times on videos. In memory of Bill Lan. Okay. Died in November the 23rd, 1975. Oh, and he made the supreme sacrifice of saving the life of a friend. And I think the idea here is you put something on this mound as a tribute. So, you know what? Let's find a little something. In fact, let me just put my trekking poles right here. And then we're going to find something. Could be a little stick, little stone, whatever. And the area is well picked for little sticks and little stones. Now here, what's this? No, but there's a stick here. Oh, and there's a stone here. So we're going to take this little stone right here. And that's going to be our kind of contribution to the monument. Yeah. So there it is. Wow. Very, very, very interesting indeed. Wow, here's a beautiful water source for sure. There's a couple of really nice camp spots behind me too. So this would be a water source for those camp spots for sure. Again, very kind of brown, tannin water. I spoke to a local Scots guy and he told me, he said, that's undistilled Scotch whiskey that runs through those rivers. It's starting to rain, by the way. But I don't think it's going to develop into anything right this minute. The sky looks bright. We'll see. Okay, pushing on. Inversnade Hotel, Walker's entrance. Well, oh, selfie. Oh, take a look at that. That's a beautiful location. Wow. Expensive. I don't know how much. I don't care to know. I'm not stopping there too early in the day, and I'm too poor. Although, sometimes you have to ask yourself, when are you going to be back this way again? Well, you just never actually know, so I don't say never. But anyhow. I actually realized when I was making my plans, doing my bookings for Fort William, that I was cutting it really tight, getting there on the 29th. West Highland Way. Well, that's us. Yeah, I was cutting it really tight, or I am cutting it really tight. There's a possibility I won't make it for the 29th, but we'll see. We're just going to see how things kind of go. No camping here, but there's a camping area 200 yards up here. Okay. Okay. Very, very interesting, for sure. Yet another tribute to a time gone by. Wow. Now that property's fenced off. They don't want the hikers messing with it, that's for sure. There's serious looking barbed wire. But look at that. My goodness. There's some history right there. Oh, amazing. Okay. The trail. Well, I just got passed by 3 young hikers, and there are other hikers ahead of me. The day progresses really well. It's around 12:30. I just took a break, had a banana and one of those fruit and oatmeal cookies. It was good. Some electrolyte water. Yeah. Along the trail, about 0.3, 0.4 of a mile, there's a hotel near. It's supposed to be a nice place. I'm not staying there. But they may have a cafe. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock now. And I am in need of a break. Coffee, maybe a sandwich of some kind. One of their Scottish toasties would work. Oh yeah. And I just checked my total distance so far. So again, it's say around 2:30, 3 o'clock-ish on day 3. And we are at, right now, about 41.5 miles. That's around, I'm gonna say 60, maybe 62 kilometers, maybe, something like that. So far into the hike. So we're doing okay. Again, day 1 was a shorter day. We only did 10.9 miles because we didn't start till midday from our traveling experiences, traveling from Toronto. So it's really day 2.5, but I'm calling the first day a day, so there we go. So it's day 3, and we're doing okay. If I do get a lunch break here, that'd be great. But then after that, we're going to keep pushing. They do have tenting here, campsite, paid campsite. I think it's £8 or £10, something like that. But again, I want to, if I hope to reach Fort William by Tuesday, and if I do, it will be the end of the day Tuesday for my first night of 2-night bookings in Fort William at my flat that I booked. I think I was maybe too adventurous. Maybe I should have given myself another kind of day. Maybe I should have booked for the 30th and the 31st rather than the 29th and the 30th. But anyhow, I can't change it. My booking is non-refundable, non-changeable. So it is what it is. Anyhow, I'm going to push on to at least, after a break, if I get one at the hotel, I'm going to push on to at least a total of 45 miles. That will then leave me 3 days, the Sunday, Monday, and the Tuesday to complete the remaining 51 miles. So as you can see, solid days ahead, without a doubt. And again, so much depends on the terrain. Right now the terrain is great, but it hasn't been like that pretty much all day. It was really quite challenging. More challenging than I actually expected, for sure. But that's okay. We're still moving forward. We're still logging miles, and all in all, the big picture of things, we're doing just fine. Okay, let's keep going. Welcome to Benglass Campsite. Bar, shop, toilets, restaurant, okay, camping, hiking cabins, en-suite rooms. Okay. Lots and lots of tents down there. And bunkies to rent. You can rent bunkies here. But I'm more interested in the restaurant. Okay, so lunch. So they did indeed have coffee right there. I got a sandwich, and this particular one, I believe, what was that? I think it was bacon, egg, and cheese, maybe? I'm not sure. Something like that. And then some fruit, best I could find, which was Nature's Peach, no added sugar in juice. Okay, fine. So yeah, that just hits the spot. And it wasn't too expensive, I don't think. Well, maybe it is. You've got to keep changing everything to the pounds, and because of that, it does become expensive. Yeah. But anyhow, it's fine. I'm gonna have my lunch, and then I'm gonna keep going down that trail. You know what, guys? I am having a blast. This is absolutely amazing. Take a little look-see, by the way. This is Benglass Campsite. Eat, drink, shop, sleep, and walk. Lots of other hikers. A lot of people here are like day hikers, or they're through hikers that are doing the transport of baggage. So all you have to do is just basically slack packing every day. A lot of guys are doing that, I see. And look at the scenery all around. It's pretty amazing. Look at the hills up there. Absolutely a gorgeous location. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy my lunch, and then I'm just going to keep going down the trail. Talk to you in a bit. So with lunch over, well, it's now 3:45-ish. But anyhow, lunch is over. Loch Lomond firmly behind me. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at what we just came across. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my. Whew. I hope y'all can see that in the GoPro. That is stunning. Wow. Anyhow, as I was saying, around every turn, by the way, around every corner on this trail, there's something spectacular to look at. Anyhow, as I was saying, lunch is over. Loch Lomond is firmly behind me, and I am at about 43 miles in to this trail. However, it's about 3:45 now, so I've still got quite a ways to go to the turn off to the hostel, although I don't think I'm going to actually stay at the hostel. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm not. And what makes me sure I'm not is two things. One is I packed out all my camp water from that last food stop where we had our late lunch. And secondly, it's 0.7 of a mile off trail to the hostel, 0.7 back in the morning. So there's 1.4 of a mile that I'd much rather do on trail. So I think my decision is made that unless the weather turns to absolute shit, terrible weather, then I'm just gonna head down the trail till I just feel it would be time for me to stop, and at that point find my next available wild camp spot. So that a little bit of an update. Late afternoon, day 3, West Highland Way, the Scottish Highlands. Let's get to it. The trail winding all the way down there, goes along the side of a road, a something or other, but then we go over those mountains ahead of us. We have to do that today, I think. Yeah. Okay. I just came to that realization. I was looking at my map, and I'm thinking, just a second here. I think I gotta go over that thing. And I know I can't go under it. Maybe I could go around it, but no, I can't go through it. So we're gonna have to go over it. Damn. Day 3, definitely the most challenging day. Oh, look what we got here. I know it's a farm community, a farm area, because I've seen sheep, in certain sheep, in a few here and there. Well, there's some ahead of me just to the right, but sheep droppings along the trail. Oh yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them. Okay. Let's get to it. Good evening, everybody. Well, whew, you can see from some of the atmospheric conditions. By the way, take a look, see that farm below, sheep farm. Anyhow, as you know, we have camp water. We packed that out for the last 5 miles or so now, which I really did not need to do because there's been all kinds of water sources. But I thought, well, if and when I see that perfect camp spot, which, by the way, since I left camp, I haven't hardly seen many, couple, there'll be more ahead. And we can always make do if we have to. But we're about a mile away, give or take, from where the turnoff is to the hostel. It's 0.7 miles downhill to the hostel, and then a 0.7 mile climb back out tomorrow morning. And as I said earlier, I just don't feel as though I want to do that 1.4 miles, but I might because it is raining. But secondly, because we are carrying camp water. If I come across a nice camp spot anywhere now, I think I'll grab it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is it the wild camp? Is it the hostel? Spin of the... No, that's not spin of the dice. And that's spin of the wheel, roll of the dice. Is that it? Or spin of the dice, roll of the wheel? Well, anyhow, it's one of them. We'll figure it out when we get there. When we get the camp spot or the hostel. Ah, the trail, well, take a look-see. We are climbing, by the way. We've got big climbs. And that's also a bit of an issue with the deteriorating, rapidly deteriorating weather. Look at some of those mountains up there. See the clouds. See, look, perfect water source. Albeit on farmland, but again, we've talked about this many times. You filter and you shock, and you're fine. Anyhow, hikers ahead of me, but they're slack packing. A lot of slack packing on this trail. There's a lot of companies that transport your gear from one stop to the next, and you get to slack pack all day. It's actually not expensive either. I think they charge about £65 for doing the whole trail for you, and it's pretty good. You never have to carry a full pack. Let's take a look behind us at the trail. Oh yeah, the farm road down below that we crossed earlier. Okay, let's just keep pushing on. I'm awfully tempted just to keep going, and we got a big climb, so quite a bit of distance, about 3 miles to get over these climbs. It's already like pushing 6 o'clock. So that's why I say first decent tenting spot I find, I'm gonna grab it. Okay, let's get to it. The rain came down hard. So I just started making my dinner and boom, down came the rain. I climbed inside my tent under the vestibules. That's one thing about this Durston tent, huge vestibules. I could finish off cooking my dinner, had my dinner in my tent, then all of a sudden the rain has stopped. But here is my setup for the night, right here. Over to my left, right about there, the trail starts in the morning going up, 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 and we have a lot of climbing to start off the day tomorrow. And that's fine. I was going to do that today or tonight first before setting up camp, but I knew the rain was coming. It had already started. I got a little reprieve, found a spot with a bench. So I thought, you know what, I'll take it. It gives me 20 miles today, a little over 20 miles, around 32 to 33 kilometers, which is really good. That's actually perfect for me today. It really helps me get back on track to reach Fort William by the end of Tuesday for my accommodations there, which is Tuesday and Wednesday night. So yeah, the end of day 3. And everything's fine, and at this particular point we're all but at the halfway mark. I think there's half a kilometer and we're at the halfway mark. So concentrating on day 1, we started at noon, so we really have only 2.5 days in, really. I think we're doing just fine, but I don't know what comes north of here as far as terrain. I don't think it's that bad, although I do think there's more climbing to come. I'll talk to you guys in the morning. All the midges are out again. Oh no, they come, they go, they come, they go. I'm going to climb in my tent, do my log, go to bed. I'm tired. Good night, everybody.